All right. What is good, guys? Welcome to another episode of the Road to 150K. It's been a pretty rough week. I haven't been filming, and as a result, I've been going against my rules. So I'm pretty sure we were at like 1.8 on the highest account that we have here. We're now down to 1.1. We have 2 winning days and about 3 or 4 losing days, unfortunately. But that's okay. It's a slow and steady race that we're attempting here. So I've gone through my proverbs for the day. It's just part of my plan that I wasn't doing before. And I think I'm going to start just like highlighting a section. Verse 4 to verse 5. Do not overwork to be rich because of your own understanding. Will you set your eyes on that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings, then fly away like an eagle towards heaven. And I think that perspective is important, like especially do not overwork to be rich. I think that's huge. Money isn't everything. And yesterday I was so tilted, so angry. My take profit trader accounts are not doing well at all. They're in some significant drawdown because I was just rushing for the payout, rushing for the money. I just need to chill out, breathe. I still need to do my 5 minutes meditation, which I'll do just now, just before 3. Just react to what price is doing rather than coming here with a bias on what's going to happen. Just get to the charts, see what the market's doing, and then join in with the market. That'll be the game plan for today.
Trading is so exciting that it often makes amateurs feel high. Trade for them is like a ticket to a movie or a professional ball game. Trading is a much more expensive entertainment than the cinema. Nobody can get high and make money at the same time. Emotional trading is the enemy of success. Greed and fear are bound to destroy a trader. You need to use your intellect instead of trading on gut feeling. A trader who gets giddy from profits is like a lawyer who starts counting cash in the middle of a trial. A trader who gets upset at losses is like a surgeon who faints at the sight of blood. A real professional does not get too excited about wins or losses. The goal.
All right, meditation done. 3 is open, and it looks like we are spooling to the downside here. This is hectic. I'm just trying to see where the terminus could be. We're at this 4-hour BISI right now, but if we check on the daily, we've got Wednesday's Endog, and then obviously this daily BISI as well sitting in here. So based on the reaction, I think we do look for a short here. We're below the Asian session lows. It looks like we're continuing a spool. We have tapped off this 4-hour BISI though, so we do have to be mindful of that. If we respond to go lower, then I think this might be the play, but I'm just a bit cautious of this 4-hour BISI that we've now just hit. This reaction after hitting it is interesting, but I'm trying not to go against the order flow at the moment. I think yesterday I was doing that. We were just bullish literally the whole day from Asian open till close. I think Asian's like here, and we just did not look back. We just kept pumping. So very interesting. We filled out the 830 gap now. And I'm just going to watch this 15 because if we invert this now to the upside, this could actually be our terminus. Falls in line with the hourly BISI, and then we've also got the 15-minute BISI in here as well, plus the 4-hour as well. We'll just see. It doesn't look like we're going to get there though. Looks like we still want to go lower. This is probably going to be the play. Just going to wait to see the reaction here, and I'm just trying to see where a logical spot for our stop loss would be. I think we're going to get this market structure shift. Hourly CB up in here. I'm thinking something like this. We're only needing a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward, so this doesn't look too bad. We're wanting to get in here. I think just because we have been overall so bullish, it does frighten me a little bit to continue, especially after tapping off a 4-hour level now as well. Let's just wait and see. Usually with weekly profiles, if Wednesday's had a big push up, I think this is just to fill out this move in here. I have a feeling we're going to start reversing pretty soon, but we're just going to watch what happens at this level. We've got another FBG here. Stops can probably go right there, and we're looking for that 0.5 risk to reward. There's still a lot of room to go to the downside, but based on this reaction, let's see if we invert this. If we get a market structure shift above this high, then we'd probably flip bias and for longs, put our stop just under here and see how we go. More than likely, based on what we've seen, I think we're just going to keep moving to the downside. We're approaching this CB and the reaction there confirms that we're going to be in short. So we're going to get in short. Stop loss is very high here, so that's fine. Our TP would be below the end of with one. I think we are afforded to go 2 micros on this trade here. Nice reaction. We'll see if we can get a second one, if we can come back up into here. Stops, we can probably just take it this high, actually. We don't need to go crazy with it. Let's see if we can get another one in here too. So we go all the way to 4 micros here, actually. And that'll be at $100. So that's pretty decent risk on the table. Just need to see what we need to see. All right, tapping in. See if we respect this. We're gonna add another one in there. Okay, I'm just taking myself out of the trade because we had this 30-second reaction. We got some volume stepping in now as well. So just trying to see if we take this low, especially in this last minute of this 15-minute candle. If we start seeing some bullish momentum pushing up. And we've still got this gap in here, even on a 1 minute as well. So I'm thinking we might have got in a little bit early. If this runs, that's fine. We'll just add, we'll get a slightly worse fill, but that's okay. Okay, so this 15 is going to close like this. Just check the 5, see if there's any more gaps. We have pretty much already filled everything on a 5, so I think we just spool lower from here. So I'm going to get right back in. There's our 200 loss for the day. Let's see where we're at here. So we can probably look to add 2 more. I'm just going to go all in on this position here. Add it in here as well. All right. We got 5, so this is pretty much our full trade on here. Our TP, looking for just down here, below the previous weekly high as well. So let's just see how we go. Nice reaction so far. Alright, we're gonna move stops a lot lower now. Got a fair bit of breathing room now. So $50 is the risk that we're gonna be working with. We've still got gaps in here right at our entry, so I don't want to move stops too soon, but we're getting that nice push to the downside. I think I just need to work on sticking with the order flow on what the day is actually doing rather than trying to outsmart the market or get in early. So just wait and see what price wants to do here. All right, a little bit scary. I adjusted the stops a little bit because we were pushing up. Stops can go break even now. So risk off the trade, which is always a good spot to be in. Hopefully we can now spool to our TP. We'll just have to wait and see. We're at that previous weekly high level and it looks like we're trying to go down. Again, it is a very small time frame, so I'm not going to hold on to this too much, but even like on a 30, I'll just check a 1 minute here as well. Probably we'll just stick to a 1 minute time frame for now. Put stops just at this high, so we'll lose $4, but that's fine. Let me just see on a slightly higher time frame whether we have any gaps. All right, stop that there for $29 loss on all the accounts. Bouncing off this reaction, I think we might be inclined to start flipping now, but we'll just have to wait. We need like a market structure shift. Ideally above this high, this yellow line, and that's the Asian session low as well right there. We have already displaced a lot further down, and we do have this 15-minute Sibi in here as well, so this actually might be the play for us here. Just looking for maybe like a 1 to 3, risk $100. Yeah, so that'd be the play right there. See if we can get up into here. Ideally we'd probably want to take these highs first, right? We still have this 1 minute Sibi in here too. We'll look to put in one position in here just above these highs. Stop loss can go just above this high here. If we blast through with the 1 micro, then we probably do have a market structure shift in our hands here. It makes sense. People would have had their stops, like when I first had my stop loss in here too. Probably should have just got out of the trade once I saw this, especially on a micro time frame. If you're seeing on a 15-second, multiple attempts, bodies not closing under a specific level, probably best bet just to get out. Take your profits, especially if you're in profit. Let price retrace and then look to get back in. So I'm noticing VWAP right here as well. We are approaching that. It looks like we're starting to slow down on the buying momentum as well. Anticipating further movement to the downside here. Pretty much just tapped this 15-minute civvy as well. Still slightly under it. Ideally, we want these highs taken. But that's already a pretty decent reaction, to be fair. It looks like we might just start going from here. See where the 5-minute closed. Pretty bullish 5-minute candle right here though. At this key level too. And with this 4-hour busy as well, it'll be very interesting to see where we actually close. We've still got 2 hours to go here, so we definitely could have flipped here as well. I'm going to take this off. Overall, we're still really bullish for the week. We've had a bit of a drop, to be fair, but it is still Thursday, right? Tapped up into this volume imbalance on a weekly, which has already been tapped by this candle. Let me see. High is 22111. Yeah, so it's already been tapped by this candle in here. We've already gone back to it, so that indicates we're more than likely going to push right through. So for all these reasons, still kicking myself. Probably should have taken that $30 profit off the table there, but that's all right. Just watching this level right here with VWAP. We're just going to wait, be patient, see what the market does if it gets there. Alright, so we did come right back down. We went up. We didn't take these highs. It wasn't too clear with all these highs and this 1-minute civvy resting right there. Still back my decision not to take that trade. We do have this 1-minute inverted value gap right here now. So just trying to see if price can come back up. See if we can get an entry in here. Stops, more than likely, probably should be around here. But we do have 4 o'clock approaching now too as well, usually reversal, so we'll just have to wait and see. But if we can't get up into here, we're just going to have to let this one go. This thing is just melting without us here. Just super unfortunate, but it's part of the game, right? Hourly's looking crazy. We do have a busy sitting right in here, but more than likely I think we go to fill new day opening gap. We took out all of this, which obviously we wouldn't expect, and then straight away we're right back down. We tapped up this 4-hour busy. This is on a 15-second, on a 30, just slightly closing above. I'm inclined to actually go for a tiny little run up, to be honest, but I think that's just my intrusive thoughts trying to get in. I think it's high probability based on this reaction right here, to be honest. But just going against the order flow obviously isn't a wise decision. But I think this pumps at least up to here, or potentially could run up to about here. Main reason being we had a lot of volume exit right here at an hourly BC level right here too as well. See if we can run up. Got some big gaps to fill as well. Just going to be adjusting stops once it's clear to do. We have about 160 or so, so good so far. Stops can go pretty much break even now, just good. I don't like that reaction. Alright, we'll go break even pretty much right here, just slightly over. If we come back down, it is what it is. Very bad place, I mean, for a stop loss. See if we can pump up. Alright, so $10 taken off, which isn't too bad. Just see the reaction here. Ideally, if we can come back to here and respect. Just because I'm seeing like that is a crazy amount of volume with that rejection wick as well. So people are exiting out at this hourly level. 4 o'clock is approaching now as well in the next 5 minutes or so. So all these reasons, see if we respect this BC in here. I think 10 was probably a little bit too steep. Much at 6. He's looking good so far. See if we can get a slightly better entry here. We could just plow straight through. Alright, we're holding for now. Let's see, this next candle will be pretty telling. Again, still trying not to fight the high time frame order flow. See if we can get back up into here. Alright, respecting this tiny little gap in here. Looking for inversions now to the upside to green light us here. Selling pressure does seem to be slowing as well. Again, this is a very small time frame, so probably not valid. As you can see, it's all been pretty steady. Had little drops, but then it's just met with big ones, all steady. Now it is starting to slow down a bit. This 1 minute isn't looking too nice though. Go to our 15. liking this push from this level here. We're going to go one more stab. Stops under this low. If we can invert this, I'll add more in. Just looking for that inversion here. Alright, beautiful. We'll look to add in 3. Get back here. Nope, looks like we're just going to go. Fine by me. If we don't come back to these lows for a while. Yeah, so 4 o'clock is approaching. Needing about 323 for our target of 300 today. 324, right about there. It's looking pretty good. Just stops to break even. If we come down, it is what it is. We're just going to have to keep on retrying to enter. That 4 o'clock reversal time frame, we've got ourselves at the hourly busy right here. It looks like we're getting a decent reaction away. I think we at least move to come up to here or maybe even here to continue moving lower. If we can catch this at this spot, it'd be nice. That'll be us done for today. See how this one pans out. Looks like we are still moving up slowly but surely. There is a fair value gap here, but because the downtrend is so steep, I don't want us coming back here. At least if we come here, we will be in a little bit of profit on the day. See how 4 o'clock wants to open up for us again. We are going against the trend, so we've got to be very mindful of that. Don't want 4 o'clock to open and then we just continue spooling. But this reaction is quite nice off that hourly busy level right here. We've got everything really where it needs to be. Hopefully 4 doesn't do a bit of a Judas, take us out and then keep moving. Ideally we just pump from here, but let's wait and see. Okay, decent pump to the upside on that candle. So just going to put stops at this low. Be up about $50 for the day. Just check the 1 minute chart again. Yeah, that's looking nice. Hopefully we don't come back. Very close to our stop loss right here. Alright, stop that. See if this bearish order flow still wants to continue. We've got this VG right here. It is 4 o'clock though, so I am inclined to think that we are still going to keep pushing. See if we respect 50% of this on a 1 minute. If not, I think we just get in short and continue the move to the downside. Ideally, if we can't even get past 25%, that's looking really good for continued momentum to the upside. Let's just wait and see, maybe on a longer time frame here as well. Yeah, I'm 50% right at this gap right here. So based on this reaction, based on the time, based on inverting this, I am actually going to look to get back in. Don't need to risk as much, probably just 5 on this position here. Stops at these lows right here. But this is looking pretty good so far. Minute has just closed. Give it one more candle here. It's looking like we didn't want to get back below there. Had a nice push inverting this already. So looking to get in here on this candle. Stops just here, so we'll be down about $80 on the day if we do get stopped out. But hopefully, fingers crossed, 4 o'clock still going to give us the goods for that reversal profile to take place. So we're looking at about 260. Let's see if this wants to continue going up, just how far up it wants to go. Nice 15-minute closure. Just a bit mindful of this Sibi right here. Should probably look to take 2 off there. Stops can go to break even here. We've already retested our entry and it looks like we're pushing away. If we come back to take these out, it's going to be unfortunate, but it is what it is. Just slowly building up the profit as we go. Slow and steady. Just making sure there's no 15. Yeah, just for this volume imbalancing here. So we shouldn't really be coming back down here again. Ideally, we can just pump to the upside now. So approaching this 15-minute Sibi, just going to be mindful of that. We do have a 30-minute there as well. But final TP probably be looking to take off about here if we can get there. Alright, this is looking pretty nice. Lock in about $17 more. We just see on a 1 minute. If there's any more gaps we should be worried about. Yeah, that's fine. We're at this 1 minute city now, so that is something to note as well. But I do like these high time frames. There's confirmation. We've got 6 minutes to go on this 15-minute candle. Just watch the 5 as well. We're at this 5 minute city now. Okay, nice. It's good to see that most downward moves now are being eaten up. Still got 10 seconds. I don't want to speak too soon, but it's looking like every time we're going to a BISI now, we're seeing buyers step in to push this away. So that's really good. Shouldn't take this low, hopefully, but let's wait and see. I was going to adjust my stops to there, but okay, let's have a look. All this has been filled, so if it takes us out, it takes us out. It is what it is. Yep, alright, stopped out there. Yeah, this 5 minute reaction isn't looking too great, so I think we are now back on team shorts here, especially on that 5. Got a bit more risk to work with now after a few more profits, which is always good. So 240 is our target here. I'm just going to continue with the bearish order flow. It looks like it was just a push up to fill ourselves in, and then hopefully further movement to the downside here. We still do have this BC that we were talking about before. I'm not liking that reaction, so I'm going to take myself out on that 30-second BC in here. Might have been a mistake. See the reaction at this 50% level. Looks like we might still be going up. Stopping there was a bit premature. We have respected on a lot of time frames though. We're at the 4-hour BC once again. We're struggling to get below there, so I think that was a good stop on our part. Just wait and see. It's a bit choppy today for sure. Ideally, if we look to take these lows and then push up, that probably is going to be the play here. I'm liking that we're struggling to get below this level. So let's have a look. Get rid of this. Alright, big push down. See this reaction at 50%. Look, this 1 minute inversion. This isn't looking too great on the 3 though. Let's see, there's 50%. Okay, we're close, pretty close. Now we'll just see if we invert this on a 1. Probably check on a lower time frame, we'll be able to see a bit more. Yeah, it's not looking too great for bulls here. I think the play is still to the downside. I think all of this gets disrespected. We just keep on pushing lower here. Pretty high stop loss here. I don't think we come back to all of that, especially being at this level that we're at right now. I think again for about 240. Might look to add in if we close bearish here. Yeah, nice. Missed the entry there. Hesitated. That's alright. Hopefully from this point we just keep spooling to the downside. We've just taken out this though. We haven't looked to take out these lows here, but just wait and see. Based on this reaction, especially on a 3, I think we should be still moving to the downside, yeah. Either we just spool straight past here. Alright, mint. This probably was a better entry. Waiting to see if we could get up into like here. Most of it has been filled though, to be fair. I think stops are a bit too high right there. Probably go here, we get break even if you can come back up there. Alright, 5 minute looks like it's going to close pretty bearish underneath these lows as well. Yep, underneath these bodies, so expecting further spooling here. Nice. Kind of want to go break even just because if we do look to push back up, we can just look to re-enter at a better spot anyway. So I'm probably going to do that here. Just look to go to break even. Still got pretty big gaps on these time frames as well. So yeah, this 3 minute right there would probably be our entry. Nice reaction here. So we've taken out this low. Hopefully we just continue spilling. I'll just go check my high time frames once again. It's a pretty decent exit. I think we go straight for an end dog today. I think that's going to be the play. Yesterday was crazy range day, and it looks like today we're going to have another crazy range day. Stops can go above this high here. It's another $12 locked in. Slow and steady, just getting there. Alright, decent spooling, still to the downside here. Just looking for closures below old lows still. Seeing wicks like that aren't great. If this 5 minute can close below this low though, I think we should still expect low prices to the downside here. So about a minute and a half to go. Not looking too great. Probably going to get stopped out here. Super unfortunate. This 5 minute is looking pretty wild right there. No closure below. Let's just see. Hopefully we can reject away, please.
Well,
Alright, no bueno. Stopped up, $2 profit. This is a rough session so far. But maybe we're just going for this level in here. If we get stopped, then it just runs on the cry. So the 1 minute we did invert this. Got a lot of spots in here we could be going for. Probably just look at like OTE and wait to see where 50% is. So 50 is this red line right here, which is about halfway on this inversion. So if we change this, let's see if we can get up to 50% at that level right there. We get a better entry at least. Hopefully if we can get up here. There is a tiny 1 minute civvy in there. The rest is sitting way above. If we pump right through, that doesn't look too great, to be honest. Wicking these lows, closing back in here. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go for a long. Yeah, but I think we're continuing to make new lows. I don't want to fight that order flow until we start making new highs. Just got to be patient. Went for around here, but this 5 minute has just inverted. I think we are going to continue pushing up for the time being. Just looking for a better entry to see if we can get one. Still respecting this 1 minute, but I think on a 5 minute time frame, looking at all that momentum, especially after this as well, that's pretty telling for us to potentially expect some higher prices here. So looking at this 3 minute, I think we still push higher here. Where are we on the hourly? Yeah, not looking too great. Maybe I got out prematurely. I probably did, to be honest. Especially on a 3, like we're still respecting. But this inversion isn't too great. Starting out spooling here. Gonna go for another stab right here. Short stops. Being a little bit of drawdown if we do go, but that's okay. So we need 270 or so, around about 260. That's right there. Don't like the equal highs here though. I think we have indeed flipped bullish here now. Tried that stab short, got stopped out break even. I'm liking the way that we're managing risk though for today. I think it's been a pretty good day. I think I've been going a bit too heavy though on these 5 lot positions right off the bat. But just based on these closes, okay, 5, we dipped back up into here now, 2, think the play is long, to be honest. Just trying to see if we can get filled. More than likely get a reaction off VWAP here. If we come back earlier, that's going to be better. Wouldn't want us to get there, have lots of sellers in the marketplace, potentially floor this. But based on all that we're seeing here, I think it's a fair call to look for a reversal, maybe back up into this 5-minute FEG up in there. Let's just wait and see. Yeah, it looks like we still want to push here. Go 3. Stocks can go just here. You're down about $30 for the day, which is alright. And then looking for about 260 again. Take us to the Asian session lows. I'm not liking that. I don't think we get all the way there, to be honest. That's the drop I should have waited for, but that's okay. And then we'll probably add into this position, see if we can get a closure above VWAP. That's going to be telling on these lower time frames. And then we've got VWAP on the higher time frame, which is going to act as a fair bit of resistance. Again, just wait and see. So we do get that push above VWAP. We're respecting it now, so I've added into the position. I'm going to adjust my risk accordingly. So we're down about $50 for the day. But yeah, I think this 5-minute section in here is looking quite nice. Just wouldn't want us to wick this high and then reverse down again. But I think if we are, we'd probably look to wick this high first. So it's looking okay for now. We've added into our risk one more time here. I'm liking that we're still respecting VWAP, taking out these lows. Now just looking for continued bullish momentum here. Tapped up into this 3-minute. We do have a volume imbalance resting just below, so I'm a little bit cautious of that. But hopefully this is going to be the plan to at least run some of this liquidity resting up here. Let's just wait and see. Alright, still in. Just trying to bring up the risk as we go. I've just checked on TradingView, and on this 10-minute, we do have a SIBI still resting here. So above this high is going to be pretty contentious. Don't think we've taken it just yet. Just trying to minimize the risk as we continue to push up. So we're down $20 or so for the day if we come back to this low. With VWAP resting here now as well, I think like a bit of support. Hopefully that's going to help us here. Just praying we can get there in the next hour or so. But it'll be interesting to see how this hourly candle closes. Yeah, it's just the bearish pressure of the day is just so hectic. I'm not liking that at all. That's pretty... Wow. It's crazy. We need to invert here. So... we have filled out this volume imbalance. Just gotta breathe, chill out, relax. See if we have enough momentum to take us above. I was so close to closing out there based on that candle too. Oh my days, that's nerve-wracking. Nerve-wracking. Yeah, stops can go break even now. Risk minimized on this position. I mean, if we're coming back down to these lows again, it's probably not going to be looking good for bullish momentum, but we're still getting closures pushing to the upside again. I'm just going to be mindful of this. I will label this in blue to see the reaction. If we can get some strong closures above here, great, but if we just wick and then come back down, just have to exit out of the trade there. Got that 10 minutes to be resting just above. Alright, 3 is closed bullish again. Let's check the 5. Yeah, still bullish. Now we have a volume imbalance, so at our entry, which is not ideal. But let's just stick with it, see how we go. But within a few seconds, we've just pushed up. We're at this blue line now, so just need to watch, looking for closures above. Close is good enough for 15 seconds, so let's see if we can actually get above here. We have just wicked, looks like we're pushing, stops and go back to break even here. Wicked right above and then again close underneath. It's 15 seconds, so I'm going to give it a little bit of grace. But if we start closing underneath this busy right in here, I think we're done. Okay, first closure on the 15, that's looking pretty good. VWAP on the 30-second, here we go. Ideally, we just rip straight past this. Expected resistance right there. I've just tapped up into that zone, I think that we were talking about in here. So as long as we don't get a closure below this, we're okay. We're still green lighted. Just close below this volume imbalance in here. Okay. That 30-second VWAP is definitely going to be a bit of resistance for this upward move. Let's check on a 1 minute where VWAP is. Okay, so we're still resting below on a 1. Hopefully we can just continue. We're so close to TP here as well. That'll be us done for the day. So see how we go. Last few seconds here. Alright, getting pretty close to TP here. We're at the previous weekly high level, so might be expecting a little bit of resistance around these points. Hopefully looking for at least this liquidity to be taken, which we are pretty close to. And we've got CB resting in here too. I think based on the day, we are still going to be bearish. I think this is just a pullback to fill out some inefficiencies. But let's just wait and see. Probably start adjusting stops as well. There's a volume imbalance sitting right there. Just don't want to give up the profits that we currently have. It's not looking good as well. I think I overstayed my welcome here. Okay, we can just get in short if that is the case. 15-second imbalance right here. See whether that gets respected or not. Decent reaction so far, but a long way to go. Yeah, that spot, that previous weekly high, still looking like a decent zone where people are buying and selling at. Let's see. 2 attempts to go lower. Decent push. Still need to get through all of this though. Yeah, about 50 on the day. We get stopped out here. It is what it is. Decent restriction of this 15-second. So stops can go here for now. Hopefully we're running to TP here. That was very scary. Let's see. Let's go. GG's. So we're at about 300 on the day. I don't know why that was 289, but I'm not complaining. Probably just the fill on it. So 289, about 290 per account. That's fine. Obviously not going to cry over $10, but that is the week done. It's Thursday today, so no trading tomorrow. This is 3 winning days on the Top Step account, so slow and steady. We'll get there. Thanks. Peace.